everyone. I'm Adam Ford, and this is TDL Live.
Greetings, bargain shoppers.
Greetings.
Cyber Monday, man.
Yikes.
Welcome to TDL Live.
And who are you?
Cyber Monday, man.
Oh, you're Cyber Monday, man. Okay.
I've come with deals of free shipping.
Is that all you've come with?
That's about it. Welcome, everyone. Once again, it's surprise.
I'm glad we got that over with.
It's me, Brian Ritchie. It's another episode of TDL Live here on. Oh, I'm sorry for your ears, those of you. Woo, Mac girl back there in audio, not happy at all with me. Crunching up the outfit. Welcome to another TDL Live. Oh, I forgot something.
Don't forget your cap, your cyber cap.
Happy Cyber Monday.
Happy Cyber Monday.
What a Cyber Monday it was. It was more cybery than last year.
It was. It was even.
Did you see any deals? Because to me, frankly, it did look like it was just free shipping.
Well, you, sir, were not digging far enough.
Okay.
Plenty of good deals to be had. The night is still young.
It is indeed.
Most deals running at least through midnight Eastern time. Sorry, West Coast, you might be losing out on a couple hours.
They might get more time. I see what you're saying, though.
Yeah, it's not.
I got it backwards.
It's not necessarily local time. So still some time to get some good deals out there. Lot of deep discounting in apparel. Some good deals to be had in electronics as well.
Okay.
So there's good. You can probably get free shipping. You can probably make out with some percentage off.
I like making out.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? So get out there, get your shopping done. Now's a good time. Save a lot of money this year. So.
By the way, this is TDL Live, and every week we go into the fishbowl, we bring out news, rumors, and lifestyle. What is lifestyle on a piece of paper? That's very odd. We'll have to figure that out. Tonight's show is brought to you by Yazsoft. Now, they're the creators of Speed Download and also ShareTool. And basically, Speed Download is a really cool download manager. It lets you do resumable downloads as well as RSS feeds. You're still thinking about Cyber Monday.
I am.
Really cool. And then they also have their Share Tool, which basically lets you access any of your Bonjour network from
Bonjour
or Rendezvous.
Ooh, la la.
Any of your Rendezvous or Bonjour network securely from anywhere in the world.
Oh, that's cool. Very cool stuff.
A little something special to tell you about tonight.
Tell me about it.
I wondered about whether we should even tell everyone this, because I thought, well, maybe we could win if we didn't tell them.
I feel like they should know about it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Shows where my ethics are, I suppose. But anyhow, maybe Matt Girl can turn my mic up a little bit. I'm told I'm a little low there. Yazsoft is actually giving away 4 really cool prize packages in the month of December. They're in the holiday spirit. And each grand prize package consists of a MacBook.
Or grand package.
A MacBook, the new 24-inch LED cinema display.
I've heard of that.
And an 8-gig iPhone. So that's a heck of a package.
Yeah.
And if you just head over to yazsoft.com.
We should put together a retail value on that.
Boy, I wish
I know, we're not good with numbers, but...
No, it would be totally off. But just head over to yazsoft.com. You can get the details on how to enter. It's very easy. And you could win one of those 4 packages. And I might enter twice, depending on the rolls.
I might as well.
So thanks to Yazsoft for that. And if you win, let us know. It'd be great if a TDL viewer wins the contest.
And you could send us maybe a short clip of footage of you opening up your prize pack.
Nice.
All that good stuff.
Nice. And Cyber Monday Man could use more foil.
That's for sure.
With that, let's go into the bowl.
Alrighty. Here we go. Mixing it up. Now, looks like we got some recycled paper, if nothing else, which is always good. Apple offers free licensing for mini display port spec. Turns out that the company is offering no fee license to anyone interested in developing products that use the mini display port specification. So this is basically the new, as if we needed another one, but now we have the mini display port, which is on the new line of portables, and is awesome. So.
Well, it's no HDMI, but
it isn't. But
it's got twice the resolution, and now that it's a free, will it become a standard? Just because you say something's a standard, if people don't adopt it,
Right.
It's not a standard.
And they're obviously doing everything that they can to make it as much of a standard as possible. This just goes to that point. So.
And I see we may have actually beat Yazsoft to getting the contest on their website here, but look for it very shortly.
Well, I think we might. Do we have details on how you enter?
Well, sure.
I think we might.
Well, we don't have the address though.
Oh.
See, this was from the release.
You can send an email to no one in particular.
Well, the details will be on the Yazsoft site shortly.
So
and
bookmark it. So you can bookmark it now.
Right, absolutely.
And set a reminder in your iCal to go back.
And speaking of websites, some of you may have noticed some technical difficulties at thedigital-lifestyle.tv.
Was it a 404?
Earlier today.
Was that 500?
We're calling it Cyber Monday. We're blaming it on Cyber Monday.
Let's do it.
We had a little server snafu, but everything should be good now. Should be good to go. And that's that.
Wrap it up.
So apologize for that, but hopefully that's the end of that being an issue. All right.
Apparently you sound better now.
I'm told I do. There was a mic issue there. But anyhow, yazsoft.com, bookmark it, come back. And they're having a sale on their programs as well.
I'm telling you, everybody's having a sale.
Which, by the way, doubles your entries into the aforementioned prize giveaway. Question for you. In this economy, could we see a slowdown at Macworld as far as attendance goes? Why? It's not just a rhetorical question, and I may give you a chance to answer, but not quite yet. Macworld Expo has extended the early bird registration by an extra week, which isn't too terribly long. Now ending on December 8th, discounted passes start at $25 for the floor, all the way up to $16.95 for the old Platinum Pass. That includes, let me give you the breakdown on that. Access to 2 Power Tools sessions, apparently.
Yeah, lots of songs.
1 Market Symposium, Snoreposium.
You know what you do in the Power Tools session?
What?
You create a top case for the new machine.
Sessions in the Users Conference and Mac IT Conference, access to feature presentations, keynote viewing, a party ticket, and lunch. 1700 lunch.
So that'd be a good lunch.
It's probably a brown bagger.
Probably.
That depends on the convention center. If it's an Aramark deal. Whew. Just kidding, Aramark. Oh, I just pulled that. Look at me, getting
yeah, greedy.
After you pull this one, I have an announcement for everyone as well. Another announcement.
I don't know if they can handle it. More iPhones sold to females in Australia.
Well, it's about time.
G'day, mate. Apple's iPhone has surprised the tech set. The tech set
industry.
This just isn't a good sentence.
Well, you just need to pre-read.
I should probably do that. By finding more homes in handbags. I feel like I'm in Australia right now. I feel like somebody cut this funny. And
no, there's no cutting funny.
All right, then you read the sentence and you tell me if you don't see something different.
Apple sold more iPhones to women in Australia than men, perhaps by as much as 70%. The breakdown, 70-30 female. See, I cleaned that right up for you. You take another one.
That was ridiculous.
Oh, I said I was going to have an announcement. You do yours.
Whoa.
You
need to tone it down a bit.
We are off the cuff tonight, folks.
My goodness.
Are you reading ahead? Are you buffering?
I am. I'm buffering. My buffer's at 90% right now. MacBooks slow down with battery removed. Apple's newer MacBook range continues to exhibit an unusual design behavior that slows the system down when the battery isn't attached. Testing by Gearlog confirms this, although only publicized in a support article from August that predicates the late 2008 refresh. Unibody systems deliberately throttle back the processor when relying only on AC power. Very interesting.
Counterintuitive, not what you would think. You'd think maybe the other way around.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that. I mean, it's almost like it's a desktop at that point. I mean, desktop doesn't have a battery to fall back on or anything like that. So, is the desktop throttled back as well because it's plugged in?
Don't use your MacBook Air as a desktop.
Kind of weird. I don't know. That's bizarre to me.
By the way, in a sure sign that we are living in the end times, if you go back through the archives you will hear us have many kind or not so kind things to say about Twitter. There was a time, oh, we mocked ye, Twitter. Ha, you're silly, you're foolish with your Twittery ways.
Tweet.
Well, get out the humble pie, because the Digital Lifestyle is now on Twitter. You can follow us at TDL Live. Now, you might be wondering, why TDL Live? Why not the Digital Lifestyle?
Why TDL Live?
Well, two factors. One, TDL Live, because when we're on Twitter, we're live. Somebody's there typing in what's going on.
Right.
And two, the Digital Lifestyle was taken. So
really?
Yes. And even the Digital Lifestyle TV. I don't know what people...
Wow.
Yeah.
People snatching things up like that. That's crazy.
So we got to be careful.
We do.
But follow us on Twitter. Is that what they do? They follow? Follow.
I guess.
Follow us on Twitter. If you have a great Twitter tutorial for us, so you can send us to that as well. It's TDL Live.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Who tweets?
Who tweets?
Well, I will be tweeting. My thought here is we should tweet collectively and perhaps have the initials of the tweeter.
We can do that.
So that way it's actually the whole team tweeting.
We could do that.
As needed. So.
I like it.
Cool.
I like it.
Macro, where are we at in the bowl?
You're up.
I'm up. All right. The people are begging no foil. I don't understand. I thought the foil was a nice touch to the show.
It's a reflection. I think it's a reflection from the lights back in.
It's
the
harsh.
And
it's very harsh.
Yeah. You get the.
I was wearing the protective goggles on.
Right.
The My Views. Okay, the Psy Star case, the case that won't die with Apple.
Yeah.
But ironically, Apple could get into some warm water. I'm not going to say hot water. Warm water over this, and it really doesn't have a lot to do with Psy Star.
Do tell.
Well, here's the deal. It reveals Apple's shaky email retention policy. Now, you and I, as previous Apple employees, I don't think we're going to violate any NDA here by saying we could freely delete our email. Could you not freely delete your email?
What do you mean?
Well, when you had an Apple email, you could delete it.
Well, it's like email. You can... Wait. I could delete messages?
I need a chair. Is this going to...
I'm confused. Why,
yes, you can delete messages.
Why is this a big thing?
Because...
It's email. Of course you can delete a
right.
message.
But Apple employees are responsible for maintaining their own documents, such as emails, memos, voicemails, etc.
Okay.
In a lot of corporate settings, there is a policy in place to retain that stuff. So even if you're deleting the email, it's retained somewhere on a server in the event it needs to be retrieved. In just this case, if there's a legal issue and they need that email. It turns out apparently Apple isn't really doing that, is the alleged
is that bad?
issue. Yeah. It could pose a problem in the event of a lawsuit. In recent years, companies have been fined millions after failing to retrieve old emails and other files required as evidence.
Oh, I had no idea.
Well, neither did Steve or Nancy Heinen, former general counsel at Apple, or any of those folks. Speaking of Apple, how about Mapple last night? Did you see the clip from The Simpsons?
I saw the clip. It was pretty hilarious. I recommend it.
If you haven't seen it,
we should probably post a link to it before it's on.
It gets pulled. It got pulled from YouTube.
But we were still able to find it. So
yes, but I don't know that we want to promote the ways we find these things when they're gone from normal channels. But it should be on Hulu shortly, the full episode, and you can watch it probably along with 6 ads for the new Dodge Ram, which I understand is fantastic.
It's a heck of a truck. Real heck of a truck. One piece of machinery. Right
if you don't believe me,
good fuel economy too.
If you don't believe me, just watch every commercial break.
Yep.
And you'll learn more about it.
Yep.
Very good. Yes. Our one of our iChatters pointing out the whole discovery process with evidence, and that's where Apple can be on shaky ground. You had no idea.
I had no
Apple
idea.
didn't either.
Hey,
please.
Great minds think alike. Roll with it. I saw the first. I just saw that. I'm like, oh boy, let's put it back. First word's Microsoft.
Come on now.
First word's Microsoft. Where's the lighter? Microsoft modifies Zune subscription model.
Awesome.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Now you get a free iPod when you buy a Zune.
Yeah, you can upgrade. The software company's modified subscription plan would allow owners of Zune, raise your hand if you have one. Okay, continuing on. Would allow owners of Zune to keep 10 tracks per month, which has an estimated value of $10. Users can also add those tracks to their permanent collection. So it's the subscription plan. I'm sorry, I interrupted that sentence. So, company said agreements have been signed with the big four music labels: EMI Music, Sony BMG Music Entertainment, Universal Music Group, and Warner Music Group.
I really wanted to guess them.
Oh,
that's all right. Go ahead.
You should have stopped me.
No, it's okay.
Come on. Zune Pass. They're calling it Zune Pass. It's pretty snappy. I think it's a pretty snappy name.
You know what the kids are calling it on the street? The Z.
The Z?
Hey, you got the Z?
You got the Z? Oof. Would allow users to download music.
I guarantee you'll see that in a Zune ad.
Yeah, right. And the downloaded content can be shared among up to 3 PCs and 3 Zune devices, in case you happen to have 3 of these things. Okay, and it's $14.99 a month.
So basically, you're getting to keep tracks as part of the rental
of
model.
the subscription model. Get to keep 10 per month. It's a $10 value. It's costing you $14.99, so it's basically $5 for the rest of the consumption in the subscription.
So what do you make of this? Do you think this is just a competitive move? Is it maybe an indication that... I don't think anybody
has a Zune.
I know, but is that the idea? I mean, is it an indication that maybe subscriptions aren't working?
I think that it's not an indication of anything. I would think if Apple were doing it, or if this was like a subscription model that several different music stores were subscribing to, that's a terrible sentence, but you understand what I'm saying. This is the Zune marketplace for the Zune, which I don't know anybody that has. Do you know anybody that has a Zune? Well, we knew somebody that had a Zune,
right? Briefly,
and was like, "This is the worst thing ever,"
right?
And got rid of it in favor of a iPod type device.
Well, here's the thing, though. To go back to the Simpsons episode from last night, to reference that for a moment, at some point, there's probably going to be a backlash towards things Apple, and that's not going to be hip, because it's one thing to be the kid in school and all the kids have the iPod, but then you go home and mom's on the treadmill and she has an iPod, you know, and it's like, oh, well, I guess this
mom's
isn't...
hip and cool, and
no,
she got the fresh gear.
No, she's not hip and cool.
Come on,
she's not hip and cool.
Why can't mom be hip and cool?
Because you have to help her sync it, and then you have to help her buy the music.
So. They call it brownie points.
What about Grandma?
What about Grandma? She can rock out with an orange.
All iPod. I'm saying is, at some point, there'll be a new hip phenomenon. I'm not saying it's happening now.
Okay, but what does that have to do with the story?
It could be the Zune. When the kids
it's not going to be the Zune.
When the kids are calling it the
Zune
Z,
comes in poop orange, poop brown. I mean.
The Black Friday deals that weren't, Apple slashing prices up to $11 off an iPod, $50 off an iMac. Whew, my goodness.
Savings everywhere.
Good thing you waited.
That takes care of taxes.
The biggest percentage saving was on the Sanyo Exacti compact flash video camera.
Okay.
Which
how much would I save there? Do you know?
It's 62%, but I don't know the amount. I think it made it like 186 for the Exacti.
That's big time.
It was not the Exacti HD though.
Does that come with its own memory card?
Here's the thing that Apple does that's a little tricky. I think it did. I think it was a 4 gig card.
Oh, nice.
When they list the prices, you'll see this especially if you go into like the refurbs. The list price is always the original price. So like if it is last year's iPod, it'll say original price $299.
Yeah.
Even though now you wouldn't find it anywhere for that price.
Right.
So they show the savings from a fictitious price really, because you wouldn't buy it for that price.
Right. Right.
So it gets under my skin, because you'll go in and see a refurb like 23-inch monitor that when it debuted was $2,500 and now it's $600, and it's X percentage off. See, I learned there not to commit to a number. So that irritates me a little bit. But that's the deal with the Exacti. I mean, they were selling those Exactis back in my Apple days.
I don't remember that.
Oh, terrible little devices. I'm sure they're better now. It's been a long time.
Was it Fuji?
No, Sanyo Exacti. It was vertical, and you hold it almost like a gun.
I remember something silver with a little.
Oh, great!
An
electronic that was silver. Good, Adam.
All right, I'm going.
It down.
I'm going.
You sure it wasn't black or white plastic?
It wasn't black or white plastic at that time.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
It would have been silver. It'll flip out.
What do you got?
All right. I don't know. It's on recycled paper. I know what I have on this side.
It's like a tax rebate form.
That's what it looks like.
What do we have on the other side?
Okay. Prop.
Tonight's prop's not exciting. I mean, you had Cyber Monday guy.
Brought to you by.
I was just.
Does it have a sponsor?
Stop. I was just amazed. This is like Punch Out on Price is Right. I'm not sure where the prop is. I think it's behind this one. Here we go. Mac Connection and PC Connection are all one big company.
Right.
However, this is the PC Connection version of their catalog. And I was surprised to see the PC Connection catalog. There's nothing out of the ordinary on the first page there. But on the inside flap, there's your iPod Touch.
Yep.
And over here, this whole page is the MacBook.
Yeah.
And then, if I just, please humor me while I peruse the PC Connection. By the way, netbooks, some of them look pretty good. There's a blog entry about it. If I just go back here a little bit further, we get a 2-page spread on iPods.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mac Girl. Mac Girl's trying to zoom in on this.
Everybody's getting nauseous.
People get the idea. You can just let it out. That's fine. Fight a nickel. Okay, this is the MacBook Pro. Then the MacBook. I might have it backwards. You can't see it now anyhow.
Then
iMac.
Yep.
Mac Pro. And then the.
So there's like 2 pages of PCs.
So there's 8 pages in a row, then a page of MacBook Pro memory, and most astonishing at all, though it has a high margin, so I'm not surprised. Back here we get a page of Apple Care near the back. So PC Connection, percentage-wise, more pages to Mac than any other brand.
You do what sells. The wildlife is getting.
Yeah, it's a shame people can't see
frisky.
that. The studio cats are fighting. Not nearly as exciting as it sounds. What does that mean?
I don't know. We're gonna let it go.
Okay. Web share. It's market share time.
Okay.
You enjoy the market share numbers?
I do. Give me some numbers. What do you got?
They come to us this week from Electronista.
I believe it.
I believe it. These are the net application numbers.
Yep.
Look out, Microsoft, as Internet Explorer headed for historic lows. Windows usage below. I'm sorry. Well, let's start with Windows first. Windows usage has dropped below 90% in terms of the number of people who visit the 40,000 websites that make up the net applications data. The Mac hit a high of 8.87%. Previous high of 8.23 back in September.
It's huge gains.
First time in years that Windows has been under 90%. Now, that's operating system. Let's talk about browser.
Okay. Can I guess? Can I guess on each? I haven't seen this.
No, I do. I think we all know you haven't seen it.
So I'm gonna.
Nobody here thinks you've seen it.
I'm gonna go with PC browsers ranked highest to lowest.
Okay, I don't really have that much data, but go ahead.
Oh well, if you can't corroborate it, why would I even do that?
Well, I didn't know you were gonna get that in depth. How much percentage do you think Firefox has
on the PC?
Total web browsing percentage, market share web browsing.
70%? No?
Firefox?
Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. It's probably lower than that.
Glad you decided to guess.
I'll go with 50.
Firefox has topped 20% for the first time, up from 19.97% previously, currently 20.78%. Okay. This brings Microsoft Internet Explorer to a year's, not since the years of Netscape have they been at this low of 69.77%.
The Navigator.
And Apple Safari increasing from 6.5 to 7.1%. And our old friend Chrome moving up from 0.74 to 0.83.
Chrome.
Chrome.
Not yet available for the Mac.
All in good time.
Someday maybe.
Okay, let's see what we got. Mac Girl tells me we're running.
Are we running desperately low on time?
We're desperately late. 5 minutes.
Oh boy. Blockbuster looking for streaming partners. Go after Netflix.
To go after Netflix and Apple. That's the story. There you go.
Next.
So let me ask you something. Blockbuster too late to this game? Is there a game to be late to?
With the streaming services?
Yeah.
I don't think that they're too late. No, I mean they were late to the Netflix party, and they seem to be doing just fine. Everybody likes their, you can take it back to the store, or you can do it through the mail, whatever works best for you. And they showed up years late to that party. Netflix was already on the scene long before that.
Sure.
So I don't think that there's a full answer yet, because Netflix only has a limited library available for streaming. So if Blockbuster steps up and makes more titles available for streaming and makes it really easy to watch it on your computer or your Xbox or whatever device you have, then I think that they step up pretty big time, because it's not quite there yet.
Any chance of an Apple partnership here for both of them to gain ground? What do you think?
I don't.
TDL Live, send us your instant messages. Let us know what you think.
I don't think so. I don't think that Apple's looking to do that.
Okay. Blockbuster may approach them. Apple would say, we don't really.
Yeah, people are gonna buy ours.
We're good. We're good. We got to rent.
We're all good. There.
Simpsons rag on Apple. We already talked about that.
That was funny.
From our always insightful iChat session, a question regarding the fact that 16 babies are killed in order to make a MacBook. I understand Apple has a new page about going green. You might want to check that out. I understand they're working to get that number down. Hey, it's a valid question. Coming of age for YouTube. YouTube has announced it will be auctioning off search terms as part of an ad program called Sponsored Videos. Look out, little man. I hope you've enjoyed having your videos on YouTube. Because this is it. Sponsors go to the top, everyone else drops. Oh, I sense a t-shirt. Get the promo people on that. Go to the top or you're going to drop.
Whoa, I almost took out the bowl.
That'd be a shame. We'd have to get a right-sized one.
We could get a cauldron instead for replacement purposes. BlackBerry Storm doesn't blow away reviewers. I heard it was been downgraded to a depression.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of stories out there about the new BlackBerry Storm, which is the touchscreen device on the Verizon network. People aren't really liking it so much. Faithful BlackBerry users picking it up. You're like, really?
David Polk said it's like an iPod without a click wheel, trying to use this. It's a BlackBerry without what you expect from it.
Just doesn't work well, doesn't do email well. Like, apparently scrolling has, no matter how fast you, like, scroll your finger on the display to move up or down, like, through a list of emails, it has one speed. So you're, like, doing this forever. You're going to get, like, I don't know, some kind of terrible wrist problems to try to get through your emails. So apparently it doesn't do email very well, which is the whole purpose of the device.
Sure.
And the interface is very slow. I think it's like a couple seconds for it has an accelerometer. So when you turn it to landscape or whatever, it takes a couple seconds for that to actually happen. Just not very well executed from what I understand. Haven't seen it myself, but
okay, very good. And I get the honor tonight. Last story in the bowl.
Do it up. Do it up.
Here. Linux successfully ported to the iPhone and iPod Touch.
Thank God.
You can now boot up your iPhone, iPod Touch with Linux. Slight caveat, though.
Can't make a phone call.
From Mac and N. Close. You are unable to lack support for the touchscreen sound, accelerometer, baseband, and wireless networking. But other than that, Linux.
So you can do nothing with it.
Good to go on the iPhone. Good to go. Might I suggest a wallpaper on your current iPhone that looks like the Linux OS. Save yourself a lot of trouble and still be able to use the phone.
Or just use it as an iPhone.
Don't forget, you can now join us, follow us. I got to get the lingo right. Follow our tweets on Twitter at TDL Live, and that will be for not just the show TDL Live, but for the whole digital lifestyle. So be sure to do that. And again, our thanks to Yazsoft for bringing us this evening's episode. I'm sure they were thrilled to sponsor the Cyber Monday guy. Great way to come on board. Check out yazsoft.com. They've got those 4 packages they're giving away, including MacBooks and monitors. Really good, easy to enter as well. Bookmark it. Details will be there soon. And they also bring you speed download and their share tool, which allows you to get on your network, your Bonjour services, your Rendezvous services. You're going to do that every time.
I will.
From anywhere else securely. And, of course, speed download gives you resumable downloads. So there you go. Thank you for joining us.
Happy Cyber Monday.
Happy Cyber Monday. We'll do it again next year. Another Cyber Monday.
That's right.
You get to wear the foil next time.
Oh, could I?
Yes. Excellent. Thanks for watching, everyone. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.